Hello students, welcome back to the online session of DC Machines and Transformer. Myself Sangeeta. Today we are going to discuss one more topic of DC generator, which is the characteristic of DC generator. So let's start. Characteristic. So the characteristic is the graph between the two dependent quantities. It shows the steady state characteristic of DC generators. The characteristic of the DC generator explain the relation between the load's excitation and the terminal voltage through the graph. There are three important characteristics of a DC generator. The first characteristic is the magnetizing characteristic, which shows the relation between no load EMF in armature for different values of field current. The magnetizing characteristic is practically same for all types of generators. The second characteristic, which is the internal characteristic, it shows the relation between EMF actually induced in the armature and the armature current IA. The induced EMF E is obtained after considering the effect of armature reaction. The third characteristic, which is the external characteristic, it shows the relation between terminal voltage V for different values of load current IL. The value of terminal voltage V is obtained by subtracting armature reaction drop from E0 and the armature resistance drop IaRa from E0. So let's discuss the magnetizing characteristic in detail. As we know that there are two types of DC generator, self-excited DC generator and separately excited DC generator. So if we talk about the self-excited DC generator, the field winding of DC generator is disconnected from the machine and connected to the DC source in order to obtain the magnetizing characteristic of the DC generator. The armature is connected to DC voltmeter to measure DC voltage for the different values of field current. The field current is gradually increased step by step and corresponding value of armature voltage E0 are to be obtained for the constant speed of the machine. So from the characteristic you can see that some EMF is generated even when the field current is 0 due to the residual magnetism of the poles. The total reluctance is given by air gap reluctance, which is constant at low value of the flux densities. Therefore, the generated EMF is directly proportional to the field current. The iron path reluctance has some appreciable value at high value of the flux density. Therefore, E0 and IF does not hold the linear relationship which you can see from the figure, and it starts from the point Q. It should be noted that the open circuit characteristic for speed above the normal speed would lie above this curve and for a lower speed would lie below it. Now let's see the magnetizing characteristic for separately excited DC generator. So we know that the EMF equation of DC generator is given by the EB equal to phi Z NP divided by 60A. So from the equation, E directly proportional to the flux phi for the value of field current. So it is a straight line represented by OP. The poles become saturated at higher value of field current, therefore EMF E0 and IF does not hold the linear relationship. It means that the high value of field current is required to produce a given increase in voltage than a lower part of the curve OP. Now let's see the second characteristic, which is the external and internal characteristics. So let's see the DC shunt generator. Here the field winding and armature winding are connected in parallel and we have connected the variable load. So from characteristic you can see as we increase the load gradually, our terminal voltage is getting reduced. So, to obtain the internal characteristic, the graph is between the no load voltage and the load current, and for external characteristic the graph is shows between the terminal voltage and the load current. See the difference between the both the characteristic, internal characteristic and the external characteristic. So, the terminal voltage V is gradually decreased as the load current increase, and the reason for reducing the terminal voltage is because of the first is armature resistance drop. The terminal voltage V is given by the equation V is equal to E minus IaRa. So, due to the armature resistance drop increases, so the terminal voltage will reduce. The second is the armature reaction drop. The field flux decreases and therefore the induced EMF is also decreases due to the demagnetizing effect of armature reaction. Therefore, the terminal voltage V is equal to E0 minus armature reaction drop minus armature resistance drop. So, the DC shunt generator has a dropping characteristic, which you can see from the figure. The terminal voltage decreases as the load current increases. So, let us see the internal and external characteristic of DC series generator. So, in DC series generator, the field winding is connected in series with the load in the DC series generator. Therefore, it builds up some voltage only after load is applied. The external and internal characteristic of DC series generator is shown in figure. It should be noted that the DC series generator has the rising characteristic because its terminal voltage increase as the load current increases. However, the terminal voltage start to decrease at high load due to the demagnetizing effect of armature reaction. The second is the differential compound generator. So, the characteristic of DC compound generator depends upon the number of series field turns and the number of shunt field turns. So, the net flux in the differential compound generator decreases as the load increases. The equation of net flux is phi is equal to phi SH minus phi AC, where phi SH is equal to the flux due to the shunt field winding and phi AC is the flux due to the series field winding. Therefore, the terminal voltage is decreases as the load current increases. The next is the cumulative compound generator. So, there are three parts: under compound generator, level compound generator and over compound generator. So, in under compound generator, the number of series field turn are less than the number of shunt field turns. So, as the number of field turns are less than the shunt field turn, the net flux decreases as the load current increases. So, you can see from the characteristic we will get the dropping characteristic, or if we talk about the level compound wound generator. So, in level compound wound generator, number of series field turn is equal to number of shunt field turn. So, the terminal voltage remains constant for any value of load current which is within the limits. And if we talk about the over compound generator, so in this the number of series field turn are greater than that of the shunt field turns. The flux due to the series field turns is more as compared to the shunt field turn flux. So, the resultant flux is increases, and that is why as we increase the load current, so the terminal voltage will also increase. So, this is all about for today's video lecture. You can solve some assignment questions also. The first question is, explain the magnetizing characteristic of DC generator. Explain the internal and external characteristic for DC shunt generator. Explain the internal and external characteristic for cumulative compound generator. see you in the next video session of DC machines and transformer. Thank you so much.
If you like this video, please subscribe and like our YouTube channel LJB Electrical. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get latest video update fast.